Hi movie lovers! Prepare yourself to explore the mysterious and dark world of the Joker. This is the most melancholy film ever made, but this time is still a beautiful love tale with the greatest singer in history, Lady Gaga. A fantastic film that is odd in both a romantic and psychological scenes. How love may cause us to live in constant fear that we could lose everything at any time. Before we get started, press like and subscribe and let's enjoy. The Joker appears in the movie at the beginning and the policeman asks him, "Do you have a joke for me today?" And he is very skinny and he prepares himself to visit the doctor and the lawyer at the hospital. It is known that he has served 8 years in prison. While he is going to the interview, he sees Harley Quinn and she likes him a lot and she mimics his famous move in an attempt to get his attention. His eyes light up like hearts at the moment he sees it. And when he sees the lawyer, she informs him that the psychiatrist believes the Joker has schizophrenia because of your raw childhood, and that there is someone else living inside of you, who is the one who perpetrated these crimes rather than you. Then they enter to the doctor, who she tries to help him and asks him how he killed the announcer and the 3 people on the train. He responds, "I killed them through music." The Joker is shown in prison, suffering from a lack of confidence and feeling miserable, sad, and alone. Eventually, they take him to a hospital to take part in a music therapy session where he meets with Harley Quinn. Lady Gaga is a prisoner who received treatment via music. She suffers from schizophrenia too and is mentally sick and set fire to her father's home. She tells him that her name is Lee, and the Joker is laughing as she tells him, "I watched the episode where you killed the announcer more than 20 times, and I admire you very much, and your strength, and your crazy actions." Then we see a meeting for the Attorney General, where he discusses the Joker and how people think he is a hero. The police tell Joker that his situation is difficult and that perhaps his matter is over, but he starts singing and doesn't care. The Joker then laughs and cries horrifyingly and goes to speak with the lawyer, and he tries to ask her to help him. And the following day, the police take all the patients to the cinema. Joker is excited to be next to Lee, who is a rebellious and evil girl. She tells him that, "Let us escape from prison," but Joker is weak, so she gets irritated and goes to light the fire with the musical instruments, which causes everyone to flee. At this point, she hugs Joker, gives him a tender kiss, and they flee the hospital together, and they begin to dance in the street. And this is proof of the schizophrenia presence in both her and the Joker. Unfortunately, the cops arrest them, but the Joker is still delighted and laughing. He begins to dream that he is dancing with Lee while costumed as the Joker. When he awakens, he sees Lee standing in front of him. She explains to him that she wanted to say goodbye before leaving prison, which is why the police allowed her entry. She also informs him that once he leaves, she would wait for him to join her outside as she prepares to rebellion. But all the Joker wants to do is hug her, and she says no. Rather, she applies Joker makeup on his face in order to bring back his thought, rebellious appearance. The Joker feels stronger as a result, and for the first time, they enjoy a special moment together and create an ice cream dream. Who understand? Press like. The next day he has a court session and he tells his lawyer that he loves Lee. However, the lawyer advises him to focus on the session and makes an attempt to persuade them that he is not the Joker, but rather just a regular guy. He tells them that the night he killed the announcer he was unconscious and believed he was dreaming, but the questions from the cops, particularly the one about how he escaped from the hospital with Lee, irritated him. He becomes enraged at first, but he eventually calms down and begins to sing to the officer, and Lee witnesses the public broadcast of the trial session. A week later, amid protests and rallies, he is brought to a court When the Joker sees everyone in solidarity with him, it makes him grin and smile. Regretfully, the medical report confirms that the Joker is not mentally sick, and he does not have schizophrenia. Rather, he is pretending to be, to get rid of the punishment. But the lawyer asks the doctor embarrassing questions and explains to them about the Joker's past. Following the session, Lee angrily confronts the lawyer in front of the media, telling her, "You are defending a hero." Lee informs journalists that she is the Joker's lover, and Dale forms the Word's Rebel group. The lawyer questions the Joker about Lee the following day. Joker informs her that she is lonely just like him, and that she is experiencing the same pain. They were neighbors, and she's setting fire to her father's house. However, the lawyer says that she did nothing, and that she only went to the mental health facility of her own free will in order to get to know you. The Joker, who adores Lee, doesn't believe her and starts to see himself singing and dancing with Lee on stage. And then, in an unexpected turn of events, Lee pours fires at him. This proves that he has found out from the inside that Lee is a liar. When Lee visits the Joker in prison the following day, he is taken aback and informs her that she is lying to him. She does not refute this, telling him that she did it out of love and want to be near him. She also reveals that she is pregnant. The Joker is startled, and she starts singing and dancing. In a following up court session, a week later, the witness is his ex-girlfriend. He explains everything, including how the Joker's mother used to beat him. At this point, I want to switch lawyers and represent myself in order to defend myself, because I can't take this any longer. This is how persona of the Joker is revealed to the public. Lee is very happy, tells him that she is proud of him, and he is well liked by everyone, and that his strength comes from being the Joker. When he walks in, even the other prisoners cheer him on. The Joker is given the opportunity to defend himself and wear whatever clothing he pleases, provided he remains composed and reasonable. The dwarf is the witness in this session, and the Joker begins to interrogate him, make fun of him, and he says that I have always been the Joker, and look at the whole world how they watching the Joker, and it's impossible for me to let anyone destroy me. The judge ends the session and sends him back to the prison, and the police beat him hard and completely destroy his personality. After that, we see Lee applying Joker makeup and donning the red jacket. The Joker appears in the final session, saying, "I am weak and I can no longer be the Joker," and he apologizes to the audience in front of the judge, admitting that there is no Joker and that he is the one who committed all the crimes. His girlfriend becomes upset and leaves the court, and the audience outside is furious, and Lee is crying. The judge decides that the Joker is guilty and not innocent. The Joker begins laughing as the courtroom explodes, allowing him to escape and take advantage of this situation, and one of the audience members assists him in getting into the car and flee. Then he gets out of the car and goes to the famous stairs. Seeing his girlfriend Lee, he tells her, "I am ready to run away with you," to which she responds, "We will not run away, and everything between us was a fantasy, because you were not the Joker that I dreamed about." The police return to arrest the Joker and sends him to a mental hospital, but one of the crazy Joker fans refuses to accept that the Joker gave up his true identity and tells him, "I loved you when you were the Joker, but you let me down." And here, as if a lightning bolt, his hands went towards the Joker and he kills him. And the Joker's journey is over, and the scene of lose remains in the final scene. And in my opinion, the movie has a poor conclusion, because it's unfortunate that such as a wonderful character should end in such a simplistic way. And Lady Gaga's scene were uninteresting, and there was no plot. But despite all of that, the Joker's darkness and concept are masterpieces of art that will never replicated. Please press like and subscribe to the channel to get new movie recaps. Miss Bombastic was with you. Goodbye my friends, with my love.